Alrighty, good afternoon guys. My name is Bishoy Abdou. I am the Academic and Education Program Manager for Microsoft Ireland. And for this session I want to talk to you guys about Microsoft OneNote. So this is all to do with Office 365 what we're promoting, how you guys get Office 365 for free. OneNote is one of those software that you get with Office 365. So I'm just going to talk to you a bit about that. Grand. So the first question I want to go through is, what the hell is OneNote? So I'm sure students, you guys have heard this term before, but may not be familiar with it, considering now that you have it as part of Office 365. So I suppose I just want to kind of cover what OneNote is. So I suppose before I kind of go into the definition, I'm sure we've all encountered the kind of same problems. How we, for our classes, we have like 1,000 copybooks for different subjects, and then in order to find something within those copies after a month later is almost impossible and so forth, no matter how tidy your handwriting is and so forth. Wouldn't it be great if we had a digital notebook, the one copy for everything with endless pages, with endless sections and so forth? That's essentially what OneNote is. OneNote is a digital copy where you can store absolutely everything and never have to worry about space. So yes, there are other stuff out there, but OneNote is by far definitely kind of most advanced out of everything out there. I'm not just saying that just because I'm part of Microsoft. So what is OneNote? What is so special about OneNote? Grant, so what's great about OneNote is, like I was saying, it literally mimics a notebook. So within OneNote, you can have different chapters, you can have different sections, different pages, and the best thing is the pages never run out. You know, you can zoom in, zoom out, you can add stuff into it and take stuff off. So it doesn't mimic a real notebook in that sense, but it's kind of even better than a real notebook in that sense. And similar to a real notebook, you don't actually have to save your OneNote. OneNote saves your stuff, all your notes automatically, just like a real OneNote, or just like a real notebook, so you don't have to worry about saving it. And to kind of really show you guys the kind of benefit, to really convince you guys why you should use OneNote, I'll give you guys an example tutorial right now of how to use it. Cool. So first question is, how do we get access to OneNote? So I'm not sure were you guys here during the earlier sessions on Office 365? Grand. Do you guys know what Office 365 is? No? Yes? No? Yeah? Yeah? So basically, you guys know, if you guys go to any web browser, and if you, let me sign out just to show you guys. If you guys go to portal.microsoftonline.com, it takes you this kind of sign-in page, grand. And then what you want to do is you want to type in your college username and password and to enter Microsoft Office. Now, because I have a corporate account, mine's a bit different, so allow me to log on. It's not going to be as secure tight as with you guys, but essentially for this space, you just fill in your UL email address and your UL password, and it gets you onto Office 365. So let me just show you my one there. Actually, yeah, Tracy, in the future, could we maybe log on with yours or someone who has the same UL Office 365, just show them exactly what they would get and all that kind of stuff? Brilliant. Yeah, so for mine's a bit different. This type, because I work for Microsoft, there's tight security precautions on mine. So I have to get a notification on my phone to confirm and all that kind of stuff. So I'll take 2 seconds. Oh, here we go. And then authenticating it with fingerprint scanner, just to be extra secure. Oh geez, so it's taking so long. There we go. And we should be in. So grand, so once this logs in, it should be the same kind of screen that you guys get if you log in with your own accounts. Grand, so this is the Office 365 home screen. Basically, what Office 365 is your free subscription to Office while you guys are students. So once you guys leave college, you guys won't have access to this anymore. But while you guys are in college, you guys get Office for free. So you see all these applications up top here, you guys can get those and download them on your own computers at home for free, as long as you guys are students. So that leads us on to OneNote. So because OneNote isn't physically installed on this computer, I think it is actually, but it's the older version. I'm going to show you the online version of OneNote. So again, the good thing about Office 365 is all these applications up top here, there's online versions of these. So say, for example, you're using a computer, but you don't want to download the physical software on it, like Word, for example, you can actually just use the online version of Word, which is what I'm going to do for OneNote. So we're going to go into OneNote. And OneNote for me, I use that as my personal notebook. So as you can see here, the first thing I do is I actually have multiple notebooks, just like for how I have multiple classes, or when I used to have multiple classes, and I had a bunch of notebooks, and these are notebooks I have for work. So for example, one of my notebooks, one of my copies, for example, is just work. I'll show you how I've kind of laid that out. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. Is this opening? Very good. So pretty much I break it up into sections, into page, and sub-pages, and to notes and all that kind of stuff. And the best thing is it's all there. So in a month's time, if I want to find something, I have a search bar up top to kind of tell me exactly what I'm looking for. Whereas with actual notebooks, you don't have that option. Grand. So what I do is, so this is my work notebook. On Microsoft, what I usually do is I kind of break it up into the months. So say we're in February, for example. And then I'd create a subsection called Wednesday 17th, which was yesterday, and then I'd write all the notes I had for that week, my meetings, my on, and so forth. And say, for example, I wanted something from January, I just go back to the January tab, find the day that I was looking for, find that note, and so on and so forth. So with OneNote, it's very easy to be organized and to find everything you want. As well as that, if you have a touch surface, like a tablet or a Surface, for example, you can actually handwrite your notes onto OneNote as if it's an actual digital copy. So for example, what I do with my Surface is I just carry it around instead of having a physical copy. Then the tablet becomes my copy, and I just use the pen to kind of write into that, and everything gets transferred onto that. I actually have ruled lines on my OneNote copy, that's just not showed here, to actually mimic an exact copy. So OneNote becomes my one copy for everything. Grand. So that's the demo there. And if I go back to the presentation. So yeah, that was kind of, I suppose, a quick overview on OneNote, how it's the ultimate kind of note-taking machine, how it comes free to you guys as Office 365. And it's definitely something you guys should consider kind of availing of, considering the amount of subjects you have and so amount of classes you have and all that kind of stuff. So with that, I'd like to say thank you guys. If you have any questions, feel fire away.